Daniel Cormier has been vocal about Alex Pereira's preparation or perceived lack thereof for his upcoming light heavyweight title defense at UFC 313 in a couple weeks, March 8th. He was concerned that after UFC 312 cornering Sean Strickland in Sydney, Australia, he stuck around and went to a Drake concert and saw videos of him interacting with the rapper. Pereira says to DC, "Don't worry, DC, we're over here working at Glover Teixeira MMA and Fitness." It's interesting watching Pereira and his old rival in the ring, now friend Usri, spar with each other. Those are interesting sessions. Paulo Costa would like to take on Jared Cannonier next. Cannonier's fresh off a victory over Gregory Rodriguez. Costa hasn't fought since that decision loss to Sean Strickland in June of last year. These two have not fought each other yet. It's number 7 and 11 in the division. Jared 7, Costa 11. Michael Morales looking to break into the top 10 in the welterweight division when he takes on Gilbert Burns at UFC 315. Also on that card, Carlos Prates is also looking to break into the top 10 in the welterweight division when he takes on Jeff Neal. Regarding the co-main event of UFC 314, Chandler versus Paddy Pimblett, Dustin Poirier says even though he's a bitch, Chandler all day, go heavy on the money. That's 5 5-minute rounds in that co-main event. This featherweight title fight headlines that card. Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. Regarding the sentiment that Movsar got robbed of a title shot being 19-0 with a win over Lopez, Aljo agrees with that. Sterling says definitely should have been Movsar, but of course no fighter in their rightful mind will ever turn down a title fight because they think it's the right thing to do so that someone more deserving can get it. Diego at this point is ranked higher than Movsar. Diego's 3, Movsar 4, Aljo is 9. Patricio Pitbull said he was offered a fight with Aljo, but Aljo ran away from it. That's what he claimed. So now Pitbull takes on number 5 ranked Yair Rodriguez. Aljamain Sterling tells Movsar Evloev, let's go 5 rounds and the winner gets the next title shot. It makes no sense for Movsar to fight him. He's ranked 5 spots below him and he just beat him. So now with Topuria and Holloway moving out of the weight class, Movsar is going to be ranked number 2, and the top 2 guys are fighting for the vacant belt. So basically, he's right there for a title shot, so it makes no sense for him to fight Aljo. Brandon Royval was supposed to be headlining next week's card against Manal Kopp, but Asu Almabayev takes his place because Royval got a concussion.
I'm going to have a lot of this tackled on my YouTube pretty soon here. Trying to get all this covered. Luckily for me, I've teamed up with a lot of cool people around Denver. One of the great people that I've teamed up with, Julie Knoll, she's told me right away is the first thing you could do is just have a good diet, a healthy diet will change everything. It will cancel all the inflammation in your head. You could do eye tests. You could do balance drills. I'll definitely have like a simplistic way on how I'm trying to recover from my concussion, but there's a million other things you could do in the process of it that are a little more costly. But I'll have it all tackled on my YouTube, and hopefully I'll have this up within the next week or so.
Pedro Falcao versus Victor Henry added to the April 5th Fight Night card at the UFC Apex. Card is headlined by Josh Emmett versus Lerone Murphy. Also on the card is Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Martin Buday. Nzechukwu picked up a couple wins at heavyweight since moving up to the weight class, and that was enough to allow him to enter the rankings at number 14.
Period. I got my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying, bro? Drop me. Y'all not letting me get my paper, bro. I'm a mother gangster, bro. I can't sleep at night like this. Period. Period. I can't sleep like this at night with a loss on my mind. Let me get my paper.
Former UFC fighter Lucia Pudilova taking on Brittany Cloudy on April 5th in Octagon MMA Octagon 69. Cecile Bolander won the Octagon MMA bantamweight title at the end of December, but she's been sick ever since winning it. Let me try and sum it up. Since January, I've been struggling with getting sick a lot. All the time I've been sick on antibiotics 8 times. One of them recently in the hospital, and I've already managed to get sick 2 times after that. Let's just say something is not right, and I need to figure this out ASAP. Jamal Hill hasn't said much since his loss to Yuri Prochazka, but he gives Yuri credit for the victory.
Obviously, the fight didn't go the way that I wanted it to. Got to give a shout out to Yuri. He made great adjustments. He looked really good. Brought in some new elements to his game. Wasn't able to get the win. Ultimately, just had fun out there. I really had a good time. Enjoyed the fight. It was a war. Went back for former champions. Hopefully, we delivered. No excuse. I felt like I was in a position to come out and get my hand raised. I banked it all on myself, went out there, and ultimately I just came up short.
Hill could take on Alexander Rakic next, or Khalil Roundtree, or the loser of Carlos Ulberg versus Jan Blachowicz, which takes place next month. Julius Walker gained around 27 pounds by the evening time of the weigh-in day. During the UC Seattle ceremonial weigh-ins, Costa painted his face like a Dalmatian to raise awareness for vitiligo, a condition that causes your skin to lose its color or pigment. Kami Kobo improves to 15-2-1 after winning via modified twister at LFA 202. He would have been in the UFC, but he lost on the Road to the UFC show. Joshua Van, 15 days out from his fight with Ray Saruya. Originally, he was supposed to fight Bruno Silva. This is a different stylistic matchup. He's going to have to defend a lot of takedowns. If he can, he should win in the striking handily.
Girls, fetch me my Grassy.
Here's your Grassy.
Grassy is supremely hydrating.
Is this really immune boosting?
Is it really immune boosting? Yeah, it's really immune boosting. Grassy reminds me of tea. It's very light and very refreshing. It's good. It's good. Grassy, fight for your wellness.